Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss the general method of preparation, properties, and uses under the unit alcohol, phenol, and ethers. I am Dr.R.G, Professor of Chemistry, who is taking class for you. Under the general method of preparations, let me go systematically from the alkenes. From alkenes, we can generally prepare corresponding alcohols. Simple addition of water in presence of consulfuric acid. Alkenes, on treatment with water in presence of consulfuric acid, yield corresponding alcohol. The general formula RCH double bond CH2, water and consulfuric acid giving corresponding alcohol RCH2 CH2OH. Kindly follow. So, suppose if it is R equal to H, it is ethylene. So, the corresponding product ethyl alcohol. R equal to correspondingly CH3, kindly follow, it is 2-propanol, isopropyl alcohol. So what is actually the reaction taking place? There is water addition in presence of sulfuric acid. So it is undergoing heterolytic fission. So here it is also undergoes heterolytic. So this is plus, this is minus. So minus will be H plus will be added to negative, OH minus will add to positive, you will get corresponding alcohol. So any alcohol, depending upon the nature of the primary, secondary or tertiary alcohol, we can prepare selecting suitable alkene. One important information I want to mention here, we cannot prepare methyl alcohol because methylene is not stable compound. I want to give some more information under this. All the three types of alcohol can be prepared by taking suitable alkenes. I already informed you. Kindly follow. So normally alkene that forms secondary and tertiary alcohol by this method, because except ethylene, all other alkenes form secondary and tertiary alcohol by this method. However, can be converted into primary alcohol. This is the most important technique. By hydroboration, by treating with borane, with diborane followed by oxidation of alkyl borane. Please follow. Thus obtained with alkaline hydrogen peroxide. Kindly follow. This is the most important. So, even if you want to prepare, that is primary alcohol, from any the alkene other than ethylene, we can convert into corresponding primary alcohol with the help of the suitable reagent, diborane in presence of hydrogen peroxide, alkaline hydrogen peroxide. Just see the reaction. Suppose I am taking propene. In the previous case, I added water, I got 2-propyl alcohol. But in this case, what is happening? This borane, actually it is a dimer, diborane we are calling it as. So here I am showing, for simplicity, I am showing borane, BH3, which is unstable. Only diborane is more stable. So for simplicity, I am showing PH3. So what will happen now? This is cleaved heterolytically and it is forming this saturated compound PH2 and H plus, BH2 minus and H plus. What will happen now? When you treat with the alkaline hydrogen peroxide, the PH2 is substituted again by OH. So, please follow. Instead of forming secondary alcohol, now we are getting primary. This is the specific example of action of hydroboration. Please follow. Hydroboration. Please follow. Some question will be asked under this. Okay, let me go for the second method from in the order of the organic compound from alkyl halides. From alkyl halides by the action of sodium hydroxide. Simple, it is the nucleophilic substitution reactions. Alkyl halides react with aqueous dilute sodium hydroxide to form alcohol. General method or CH2CH2X plus NaOH, water in presence of, that is the aqueous sodium hydroxide, water and action of heat, we are producing corresponding alcohol and sodium halide is there. So in this reaction, the organic halide, which is in the form of covalent bond, converted into inorganic form sodium halide. So specific example here I am giving ethyl iodide. Normally we are using with potassium sodium hydroxide in presence of water and action of heat. So we are getting corresponding alcohol. So when you compare with the alkyl halides, since ethyl iodide is more reactive, so easily we can get from alcohol. Kindly follow. The third method is, this we have already discussed from Grignard reagent. Please follow. Grignard reagent we can prepare. This is also a general method we can apply. The last class under the unit, under the haloalkane, haloarine, end of this chapter we have discussed the Grignard reagent and the synthetic applications where we have prepared primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol, depending upon the using aldehyde, formaldehyde or any aldehyde than formaldehyde, ketone, etc. So that you can discuss here again because we need alcohol. Grignard reagent reacts with the formaldehyde to form addition compound which on hydrolysis with the dilute acid gives corresponding primary alcohol. So when you use formaldehyde, kindly follow how it is happening. Just see, this is undergoing electrolytic reactions, pi bond, and this is undergoing heterolytic. So R minus, kindly follow, this is Mgx plus. So when you add here, so minus will add here and plus will add here. We are getting this intermediate. So this intermediate, if you hydrolyze, kindly follow here, this intermediate, if you hydrolyze, kind of what is happening here, so you can get, this is the way. So you are getting corresponding alcohol RCH2OH, the corresponding MgOHI, kindly follow. This is the primary alcohol RCH2OH, primary. So let me take a specific example, you can understand now. Kindly follow. So let me take here, under this specific example, I want to mention here, my dear students, this sentence is most important, kindly note this. That is, only formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. We are going to see. Only formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. Any other aldehyde other than formaldehyde produce secondary alcohol. Any ketone gives tertiary alcohol. Kindly follow. So let me show you now again, as usual. Here CH2 double bond O, that is formaldehyde. So undergoing addition, as usual, kindly follow. So this is the intermediate is forming in the case of formaldehyde. So next step, kindly follow what is happening here. Next step, undergo hydrolysis, HOH. So we are getting CH3 CH2OH, that is your corresponding primary alcohol, ethyl alcohol. So we are getting MgOHI, kindly follow. Suppose if you want to get the secondary alcohol, what we have to do, very simple thing is, here there is H. This H should be in the form of CH3. Kindly follow. That means what you have to take now? So you have to take corresponding any aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde, for example, CH double bond O. If you add with the Grignard reagent, that is methyl magnesium iodide plus, so what will happen now? So we are getting this product. Kindly follow. We are getting this product. Intermediate will be here, CH3. It is added here. So this is the secondary alcohol. That is isopropyl alcohol. Kindly follow. So in the case of formaldehyde, we are getting ethyl alcohol. Kindly follow. We are getting ethyl alcohol primary. In the case of acetaldehyde, we are getting secondary. This is isopropyl alcohol. Suppose if you take correspondingly any ketone, kindly follow. What is the example? Any ketone, kindly follow now. CH3, C double bond O, CH3, and I am adding methyl magnesium iodide. So now it is happening like this. So CH3 will come over here and Mg will go here. It is forming this intermediate. So I can write here CH3, CH3. Kindly follow. So automatically the product will be tertiary butyl alcohol. Kindly follow. So let me repeat the sentence again. Formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. Any other aldehyde other than formaldehyde gives secondary. Any ketone gives tertiary alcohol. This is the very, very important method from Grignard reagent. Now, fourth method, from aldehydes we can prepare simple reduction. That is by passing hydrogen in presence of nickel. So, any aldehyde, general formula, RCHO giving converted into RCH2OH, primary alcohol. So, acetaldehyde undergoes reduction in presence of hydrogen and nickel to give ethyl alcohol. So, any aldehyde corresponding the alcohol. Acetaldehyde gives, formaldehyde gives correspondingly methanol. Acetaldehyde gives ethanol. Propanaldehyde gives propyl alcohol, like that. Any aldehyde corresponding alcohol. Whereas ketones on reduction give secondary alcohols, isopropyl alcohol, the same reagent in presence of nickel. This is the fourth general method. And the fifth method, the important method, from acids and acid, kindly follow. From this acid we can undergo this, allowed to undergo acid reduction with a powerful reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride. This is a very important reagent. Powerful reducing agent, we are using synthetic reagent. Any acid on reduction with lithium aluminum hydride gives corresponding alcohol. A specific example, acetic acid undergo reduction to give ethyl alcohol. Same way, if you take formic acid, it will give methanol. Propionic acid is propyl alcohol. So, it's purely depending upon the acid we are taking. We will take any alcohol we can prepare by this general method. Number 6, general method. From esters, derivative of acid, one of the derivatives, hydrolysis of ester in presence of acid medium, we will get acid and alcohol. So, alcohol we can separate from the mixture. This is also used as a general method. So, general formula RCOO R dash HOH H plus in presence of acid converted into acid and alcohol. So, specific example I am taking here, methyl propanate. Methyl propanate undergo hydrolysis, kindly follow, it is producing propionic acid and methanol. Propionic acid and methanol it is produced. Kindly follow. So the COH, in what carbon it is attached, the corresponding alcohol will be formed. That is the important informations. The next one, seventh method is from amine, primary amines, we can get alcohols. Kindly follow. General formula RNH2, action of nitrous acid. Normally nitrous acid is not stable in the laboratory, we cannot keep preserve. So whenever we require, we simply mix sodium nitrate and water or sodium nitrate and HCl, we will get nitrous acid. Then to that nitric acid you can add aniline, we will get corresponding alcohol, water and nitrogen is liberated. Kindly follow. So what is happening here? Just see here, I am taking ethylamine. When you treat with nitrous acid, I am getting ethyl alcohol, water and nitrogen. So just what way? Just imagine N double bond O, OH. This is the nitrous acid formula. This is the nitrous acid formula. So here, just I am showing, kindly follow. N2 nitrogen, CH3CH2 OH and H2O. So each three you can remember this way. What are the product form? Ethyl alcohol, water and nitrogens are formed in these reactions. So this is the most important general methods of preparation of alcohol. So next, let me concentrate on properties of alcohols. Under the general properties, first let me take physical properties. Lower alcohols are colorless liquids. Example, methanol, ethanol, propanol. But higher members are colorless waxy solids. We go higher members, waxy solids. Alcohols have higher boiling point than corresponding alkyl halides and hydrocarbon due to hydrogen bonding. So how we can write the alcohol? Kindly follow. I can write you, just see here, O H dot 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 H O R. It is going on. This is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, or can be any group, methyl group, ethyl group, anything. So this way it is forming, this is the hydrogen bonding. So because of this hydrogen bonding, it is more number of molecules are associated, that's why the molecule. So whenever you want to boil this solution, we have to break this hydrogen bond. So it is having generally higher boiling point than corresponding alkyl halides and hydrocarbon. Coming for chemical properties, kindly follow. So let me take now under the chemical properties. So normally what they will give, that the oxidation, reduction, like that they will give in normally books. But in order to recollect by memory, I am starting from the normal order: alkane, alkene, alkyne, alkyl halide, alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, acid, like that. So formation of alkane, I will say. So formation of alkane, then I will say within bracket I will give the Grignard reagent. So the first reagent is action of Grignard reagent on alcohol. So we are getting formation of alkane. So any alkane we can prepare from this alcohol. So alcohols react with the Grignard reagent to form an alkane and alkoxide salt. This is the general formula, RCH2OS, R-MgX. Kindly follow. This H present here, it is now combining with R- producing the product, hydrocarbon. So this is the other product. So for example, you take ethyl alcohol, when you treat with methyl magnesium iodide, as usual again we are getting this methane. So methane you can get, and corresponding intermediate, the other product is Mg, within bracket ethoxy and I. So what is the advantage of this method is, kindly follow, depending upon the nature of the Cricknard reagent, you can prepare any alkane. Suppose you want ethane, you use ethyl magnesium iodide. If you want to prepare benzene, you can use phenyl magnesium iodide. Kindly follow. So any alkanes, aliphatic or aromatic, we can prepare. Kindly follow. Then, second the order, formation of alkene. The first one is, actually, we have seen already that the Cricknard reagent is simple double decompositions. Here, formation of alkene, addition reaction take place. For the dehydration take place. Removal of water takes place. It is elimination reaction. Kindly follow. Formation of alkenes, alcohols which possess at least one hydrogen atom on the carbon adjacent to the carbon having OH group undergo dehydration. Elimination of water takes place when heated with consulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin. Kindly follow. The general formula RCS2CH2OH, consulfuric acid, action of heat, producing this. Here H, here OH, water is eliminated. So RCH double bond CH2. So specific example here, I am taking the ethyl alcohol. Kindly follow. Ethyl alcohol, when you treat with consulfuric acid, as usual, from here hydrogen and the neighboring carbon atom and OH. So ethylene and water, it is produced. Kindly follow. So depending upon the nature, any alkene you can prepare by dehydration reaction. So you can prepare normally alkene. And when we are using alcohol, so normally the tertiary is more reactive than secondary, which is more reactive than primary during undergoes the dehydration reaction. That is removal of water. Please remember this one. The third is under the aromatic compounds, formation of alkyl halides. It is actually a substitution reactions. So action of HX in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride, it is called Lucas reagent. We will be discussing later the differentiation of primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. We will discuss this. So alcohols react with hydrogen halides, suitable halide, to form corresponding alkyl halides in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. A general method RCH2OH HX, anhydrous zinc chloride giving RCH2X water. Specific example, ethyl alcohol, I am treating with HCl in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. So what will happen now? This OH, water is getting eliminated. OH is substituted by Cl. So we are getting this ethyl chloride and water. It is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Cl minus is substituting OH minus. Please follow. Generally, aliphatic compound undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. This we have discussed already under the reaction mechanism. Here, one important information I want to give. If we take alcohol, please follow, tertiary is more reactive than secondary, is more reactive than primary in the case of Lucas reagent. And in the case of halide, HI is more reactive than HBr, is more reactive than HCl. Kindly follow. This is the important information, you have to keep it in mind. The next four, that again not four, three under that B, section B, because we are preparing same halide but the different reagent. The first one, Lucas reagent. Now we are going to use phosphorus halide, phosphorus trichloride and phosphorus pentachloride. Kindly follow. So one important information is, whenever used, this is a general method, 3 ROH, PCl3, we are giving 3 RCl and phosphorus acid. Kindly follow. H3PO3. Now what is happening? So we have to take 3 moles of alcohol, PCl3, getting ethyl chloride 3 moles, the corresponding phosphorus acid. Please follow. Always when you use PCl3, acid is produced. Kindly understand this idea. Suppose if it is a PCl5, kindly follow, this is general formula. We are getting that corresponding halide and phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. Here there is no acid. So let me take ethyl alcohol. So how do you understand this? Kindly follow. So let me write for your convenience. You can understand easily. Kindly follow this, my dear students. So I am treating PCl5. So what way I am writing, kindly follow. I am writing PCl3, then Cl, then Cl, cleaved here. So CH3, CH2, Cl, it is forming. Center is PCl3O, that is PO, PCl3, phosphorus oxychloride and HCl. So this way you can easily memorize. So the most important condition is, when you use PCl3, you are getting phosphorus acid. When you use PCl5, you are getting phosphorus oxychloride. This is the only thing you must understand. The final product is the correspondingly halide. The C, the third method under the halogens, normally this method, action of thionyl chloride method, always pure method we are using in the laboratory. Pure. Because except halide, other two are gases. So they will escape leaving the halide in pure form. Alcohols undergo substitution reaction with thionyl chloride to produce pure alkyl chloride. General example, ROH, SOCl2 or ClSO2 plus HCl. So take again as usual to understand you. I will explain this in the way you have to imagine. Just see, this is ethyl alcohol. We are going to treat with thionyl chloride. Kindly follow thionyl chloride. We have SO, Cl and Cl. Please follow. So the product is, so ethyl chloride SO2 plus HCl. So product we can easily understand. Ethyl chloride is forming. From thionyl chloride, Cl is substituted. And another Cl is now taking by the H correspondingly. So OH is in the form of O is joining with the sulfur monoxide, that is SO converted into sulfur dioxide. So product is ethyl chloride SO2 and HCl. Please memorize, this is the most important reaction, pure method. The next, fourth method. So we have seen formation of alkenes, that is formation of alkane, formation of alkenes, formation of halides. Now we will go for the correspondingly formation of ether. Since we are discussing alcohol, we are not discussing that. So action of heat, please follow. When excess of alcohol is heated with corn sulfuric acid at 413. Please follow, lower temperature and a higher concentration of alcohol. The same reaction we have done already under the formation of alkene. Therefore, 443 Kelvin, high temperature but minimum of alcohol when we heat the corresponding alkane. Please remember this difference. My dear students, please remember this one. Condition first one, minimum alcohol, but 443 Kelvin, high temperature, dehydration, removal of water, alkene. But in this case, excess alcohol, but temperature is lower, 413 Kelvin. If you heat again with sulfuric acid, the product is corresponding ether. This is the important condition. So a general formula, 2ROH giving ROOR or H2O. A specific example, 2 moles of ethyl alcohol in presence of heat with corn sulfuric acid So it is producing diethyl ether and water is getting eliminated. Kindly follow. This is the most important reaction. This is also dehydration but producing ether, not alkene. So formation of ether is another important properties of alcohol. Next, fifth one, formation of alkoxide, that is action of sodium. As you know already, this you can take it even as a test for alcohol. When alcohol is treated with metallic sodium, the product is an alkoxide. General formula 2ROH plus 2Na giving 2RONA and hydrogen is liberated. Kindly follow. So, action of sodium, how we can use as a test? Because in a test tube, you take alcohol and it just add a piece of a dry metallic sodium. Normally, metallic sodium is preserved in kerosene, chemically inert, cheaper solvent. So after taking out that, just press it in a filter paper, dry, and then add into an alcohol. Immediately you can see effervescence. Brisk effervescence shows it is hydrogen is liberated. That means alcohol is there. This test is not only for alcohol, but also for any acidic hydrogen. Since we are studying alcohol specifically, so then we can apply action of sodium on alcohol. So here take again specific example. Ethyl alcohol, when you treat with sodium, I am getting 2 moles of ethyl oxide and hydrogen gas is liberated. The liberated hydrogen gas only we are seeing it as brisk effervescent. Kindly follow. The next one, formation of acids. Kindly follow. These also we are going to discuss under the differentiation of primary, secondary alcohol, that is called oxidation of alcohol. So, different alcohol undergo different products will give an oxidation using suitable reagent like acid potassium permanganate or acid potassium dichromate. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde first and then acid containing same amount of carbon, same number of carbon atom. Whereas secondary alcohol on oxidation gives a ketone and then acid containing lesser number of carbon atom. Kindly follow. So let me give you an example. Primary RCH2OH, RCHO. For the first step, undergoing oxidation, acid potassium permanganate I am using. Then further oxidation giving acid, same number. Specific example, ethyl alcohol gives acetaldehyde intermediate, final product is acetic acid. Please follow. The next is continuation of oxidation. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives a ketone, I told you, and then acid containing lesser number of carbon atom. So by this way we can differentiate primary from secondary. So secondary example RCHOSCH3, RCOCH3 oxidation. So further oxidation gives the acid and formic acid. Kindly follow. So bond is breaking here, oxidation. So this is becoming formic acid, this is becoming corresponding acid. So specific example, I will take 2-propanol, secondary. So bond will, I can write the bond, then you can easily understand this. So 2-propanol means here OH, kindly follow, H, here CH3. So bond breaks here. When bond breaks here, correspondingly, that is first undergo oxidation, it is forming the ketone, and then ketone undergoes oxidation to give acetic acid plus formic acid. Kindly follow. This is the interesting information. The next, formation of esters we can get. This is a very important reaction because test for alcohol I have given this reaction. So action of acid. Alcohols generally react with the carboxylic acid, specifically aromatic carboxylic acid, in presence of sulfuric acid to form ester. If it is aliphatic, ester, aromatic also ester. But if you use aromatic acid, then you can use it as a test because it will give you a fluorescent smell. Please for fruity odor. Fruity odor shows presence of alcohol as well as acid you can apply. So general formula here, ROH plus R dash COH in presence of sulfuric acid reagent, a few drops, you are getting ester. Specific example, acetic acid reacts with methyl alcohol to produce methyl acetate. Kindly follow. The alkyl part of alcohol will be added to the acid part of the CO. Kindly follow. This is the methyl acetate. So any ester you can prepare from suitable acid. Again, under the formation of ester, we can take another one is action of acid chloride also. Instead of acid, we will take acid chloride also we can use. Example, ROH or COL to produce R dash COO or SL. That is, alcohols react with the acid chloride, suitable acid chloride to form suitable ester. Specific example, methyl alcohol reacts with acetyl chloride. Simply the substitutional reaction, HCl is getting eliminated, producing methyl acetate and HCl. So, we can get ester from acid halide. And again, another the acid, that is from acid anhydride also, we can get ester with alcohol. Alcohols react with the acid anhydride to form ester. So 1 mole of R-OH, 1 mole of an anhydride to produce corresponding ester and a free acid. A specific example, let me take now ethyl alcohol. This is acetic anhydride. How can we write another way? This is the normal form. Books will give acetic anhydride. Kindly follow. Acetic anhydride. So when you treat with ethyl alcohol, we are getting correspondingly ethyl acetate and acetic acid is produced. Please follow. So far what we have discussed, the general chemical methods of properties of alcohols. That means preparation of any compound we can from alcohol we can prepare. We have seen from starting from alkane. That is the chemical properties of alcohol. So now I am going to discuss the methods of distinguishing between three classes of alcohol: primary, secondary and tertiary. So primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol can be differentiated by these following tests. Normally question will be asked here, you should understand clearly. There are 4 important reaction or test we are using. One is oxidation test. We have seen already action of potassium permanganate or acid potassium dichromate. Number 2, catalytic dehydrogenation test in presence of copper. Third, Lucas we have seen already, HX in presence of hydrogen chloride. Fourth is Victor-Meyer test. So by these 4 tests, we can easily differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Let me see one by one. Kindly follow. Let me discuss. First one, oxidation test. I told you already, primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol can be differentiated from the nature of oxidation products. Whatever product is formed, from the product we can identify it is a primary, secondary or tertiary alcohol. Using acidified potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate, which is a powerful oxidizing agent. Suppose, in the case of primary alcohols, kindly follow, primary alcohol on oxidation gives first aldehyde. and then acids containing, please follow, same number of carbon atom as the original alcohol. So whatever carbon is present in the alcohol, the same number also present in the acid. Then it will be primary. Please follow. Example, RCH2O, general formula, oxidation, giving corresponding aldehyde, oxidation, corresponding acid. So specific example, let me take ethyl alcohol. On oxidation, it is acid potassium permanganate, giving corresponding aldehyde, acetaldehyde, corresponding oxidation, giving acetic acid. So both ethyl alcohol and acetic acid are containing same two carbon atom. So it is primary. We can easily identify it is primary. Kindly follow. Now, coming for secondary, under the oxidation test, what will happen? In the case of secondary alcohols on oxidation give first ketone. Primary gives aldehyde, secondary gives ketone, and then acids containing lesser number of carbon atom. It's also forming an acid, but number is less. General formula RCHOHR, RCOOR, or oxidation, a ketone intermediate, which is undergoing oxidation. Kindly follow. So we are getting now acid corresponding the lowest acid, or corresponding carbon dioxide and water. So let me take a specific example, 2-propyl alcohol, that is propane 2-all. So what will happen now? It is giving a ketone. Primary alcohol undergoes aldehydes oxidation, secondary alcohol undergoes oxidation, gives ketone. After ketone, it cleaves here. So we are getting acetic acid and formic acid. Formic acid unstable, giving carbon dioxide water. Please follow. Now, let me go for the tertiary. In the case of tertiary alcohols, so tertiary alcohol resists oxidation. It will not easily undergo oxidation, but under drastic condition, high temperature, high pressure, in presence of acid potassium permanganate or dichromate, gives a mixture of ketone and acids containing lesser number of carbon atom than the original alcohol. Kindly follow. So a specific example, RRCOHR is a tertiary. Kindly follow how I am calling it as. This is a tertiary alcohol. On oxidation, what is happening here? Giving a correspondingly ketone plus formic acid. So what is happening here? Bond here, this bond and this bond getting breaking, introducing a ketone, and this is now forming an acid. Just see here, that is this. So this is tertiary butyl alcohol. I can write like this. This is the tertiary butyl alcohol. Kindly follow. This is the tertiary butyl alcohol. So on oxidation, what will happen now? Bond break here, O will be added here, forming acetone. And there is one more carbon, this undergoes oxidation, give formic acid. So now let me give the final conclusion. Please remember, if it is primary alcohol, gives aldehyde first, acid containing same number. Secondary alcohol, ketone first and then acid containing lesser number of carbon. Final only acid. Please follow. The third one, tertiary, undergoes oxidation. It is resists oxidation only at high temperature, high pressure undergoes oxidation. But product finally a mixture of ketone and acid. Please follow. First two cases only acid as the product. But in this case a mixture of ketone and acid is formed. This is tertiary alcohol. So that is the first test, oxidation test. Let me go for second test to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. The test name of the test is Catalytic Dehydrogenation test. That means removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen is called dehydrogenation. In presence of catalyst, normally we are using copper, so catalytic dehydrogenation. When vapors of three types of alcohol are passed over reduced copper at 573 Kelvin, please remember the temperature. 573, almost 300 degree temperature, centigrade. 573 Kelvin, primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol behave in different way. Let me explain one by one. First case, the general formula RCH2OH, it is giving corresponding aldehyde producing hydrogen. So, kindly follow. So, what is happening here? Let me write to understand, you can easily understand now. Kindly follow. I can write CH2H, CH2OH. This is the ethyl alcohol. So, when you treat with copper at 573 Kelvin, what is happening? This is the taking place. The correspondingly, the hydrogen here, it is taking place. Removal of hydrogen taking place. Dehydrogenation taking place. H and from the OH and the neighboring carbon again another H, it is producing the correspondingly acetaldehyde. Kindly follow, or that is this neighboring carbon. That means this H is going. Kindly follow, not this one. Kindly do correction. CH3, CH, OH. So this hydrogen is eliminated forming acetaldehyde. Kindly follow. Acetaldehyde and hydrogen. Please follow. Only in the case of dehydration that is the possible neighboring carbon atom. But in the case of dehydrogenation, from the same carbon atom it is hydrogenated, removed. Kindly follow. Second, B, if you take now secondary alcohol or CHOH or corresponding ketone and hydrogen is produced. The same way here, these two hydrogen is going out in the form of hydrogen. Acetone is formed. So if you use ethyl alcohol, that is isopropyl alcohol, the corresponding secondary alcohol gives ketone. So you take tertiary alcohol, it's not dehydrogenated, but instead it undergoes dehydration. Please follow. Primary and secondary undergoes dehydrogenation, whereas tertiary alcohol undergoes dehydration, producing alkene and water. This is very, very important. So how I can write this is the tertiary, kindly follow, alcohol. So from hydrogen, this OH is going out in the form of water, forming isobutene. Kindly follow. This is isobutene plus water is formed. So this is the second test, catalytic dehydrogenation test. Primary alcohol gives the corresponding aldehyde. Secondary alcohol gives corresponding ketone. Tertiary gives alkene. Most important difference. The third test, Lucas test. What is Lucas reagent? Anhydrous zinc chloride and ConHCl is called Lucas reagent. Please follow. One among the following is a Lucas reagent. Question can be asked. Lucas test can be used to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Here, the alcohols are treated with Lucas reagent, that is anhydrous zinc chloride and ConHCl. Depending upon the ease of formation of chloride, which produce a cloud in the test solution, that is turbidity, alcohol can be differentiated. Primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol can be differentiated. Let me explain, kindly follow. So here, already I have discussed under these reagent properties. Tertiary is more reactive than secondary, secondary is more reactive than tertiary. So I am taking first case tertiary. Normally order we will take primary, secondary, tertiary. Only in this case I am taking tertiary because of its reactivity. Turbidity appears immediately. That means you are taking alcohol, you are adding anhydrous zinc chloride and CaCl. Immediately what is happening? The substitution taking place. OH is substituted by Ca. Corresponding halide is formed, which is insoluble in water. You can see it as a turbidity. Please follow. Turbidity appears immediately. It is tertiary. Suppose in the case of secondary alcohol, kindly follow, turbidity appears after 5 minutes. Kindly follow. 5 minutes. This is secondary. So turbidity, again same halogenation, that is substitution reaction taking place. But to take this reaction, it is slow comparatively, so it will take 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, turbidity appears, it is secondary. Then if it is primary, general reaction I am giving so far, no turbidity appears at all at room temperature, but it does so only after heating. Normal temperature it will not produce, only after heating it will produce substitution reaction because it is less reactive. Kindly follow. The fourth one, I will come for examples of Victor-Meyer test. This is the most important test. Easily we can differentiate. In Victor-Meyer test, the three types of alcohol are treated first with one cold HI to convert into iodide, first step. Then with silver nitride to form corresponding alkane. 3. Finally with nitrous acid, that is sodium nitrate and dilute sulfuric acid, followed by addition of base, KOH, that is the third step. Suppose during this reaction, if the alcohol is primary, blood red color will be produced. Please follow. Primary blood, PB. You remember like this. Primary B. That is, let me say, blood red color. I can say PBR. Primary. If it is secondary alcohol, blue. I can say SB, State Bank, you remember. State Bank, you remember like this. Secondary, blue. Tertiary alcohol, there will be no color. So you remember only this SB, easily you can be able to remember all the three. Kindly follow. If it is primary alcohol, red color. Secondary alcohol, blue color. Tertiary alcohol, there will be no color. The reaction can be explained as follows. I will explain now. What is actual reaction taking place in the primary alcohol? First one, we are treating with HI. So alkyl halide, a substitution reaction taking place. Ethyl alcohol gives ethyl iodide, the corresponding water. Water is not shown in the equation. So when you are treating with silver nitrate, the I will be substituted with nitrate, so nitromethane is produced. Nitroethane, it is produced. Then we are treated with the nitrous acid. Nitrous acid nothing but sodium nitrite plus HCl or sulfuric acid. It will produce this nitrous acid. Or even water we can use. Kindly follow. Immediately, what will happen now? Nitrous acid will be produced. HON double bond O, I am right section. Now here I will give important information. Student, please remember this idea. That will be easy to remember you. In the case of nitrous acid, there are two ways the reaction takes place. One is OH will react, in other case O will react. Suppose if it is a primary, there is CH2 group. When there is CH2 group, automatically it will take this O converted into water, leaving NOH. Please follow. Keeping now NOH is attached. So then when you treat with the KOH, then OH is substituted by K, that is giving red color. This complex, it is responsible for red color. Primary gives red color, so we can easily identify primary alcohol. Then go for secondary. In the secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, I am treating with the HI, so corresponding iodide, 2 iodopropane, silver nitrate, 2 nitropropane, action of nitrous acid. The correspondingly kindly follow as I informed you, N double bond O. So there is only one H is there, kindly follow. Only one H is there. So it will take this water, kindly follow. So what will happen now? NO will be attached to carbon. NO will be attached to carbon. You are getting this combo. When you treat with potassium hydroxide, color is blue color. That is no substitution, no reaction, but the color is blue. Kindly follow. We are getting this one. So secondary, remember, state bank, blue. And coming for tertiary alcohols, this is tertiary butyl alcohol. We are treating with HI. Again, OH is substituted by I. Silver nitrate corresponding NO2. Kindly follow. So when you are nitrous acid, kindly follow. Here there is no H or O. So there is no H is there in the carbon to eliminate water or any substitution reaction. So there is no reaction with the nitrous acid. So correspondingly with the potassium hydroxide, no color is produced. So no characteristic color in the case of tertiary. So let me come to conclusion. Primary red color, secondary blue color, tertiary colorless. Please follow. So this way you can memorize this Victor Meyer test. Coming for uses of alcohol. The first methanol, lowest member, used as a solvent commonly in the laboratory, used for the manufacture of many organic compounds, methyl acetate, methyl formate, like that. Ethanol, second member, as a solvent is used commonly as a preservative for biological specimens. It is used for manufacture of many organic compounds commonly. So I hope I can come to the conclusion. Thank you very much for the kind cooperation you have given so far. My dear students, those who are seeing for the first time my YouTube channel, Neat Chemistry by Dr.R.G, I request you kindly click like, click subscribe button and share with your neighbor, your friends, so that it will be useful to others also. So I have started this channel to help poor students of India to avoid from going to the tuition for chemistry. Normally students are observed, they are finding difficulty physics, chemistry and maths compared to other subjects. So my point of view as a chemistry professor, I want to help for chemistry. I am doing this. This is very much useful for poor students of India. So if you follow systematically, after finishing my theory, I will take again previous year question paper also, I will discuss. So you can follow my channel. You will be benefited. You need not go to tuition for chemistry. You will get 100 out of 100 marks in not only in class but also in NEET chemistry. You will get NEET entrance examination. You will get 180 out of 180. For other students who are studying +1, +2 and +2 completed students, kindly follow. I want to give information. Kindly follow. We are running a coaching center, veterinary coaching center in Pondicherry for the last 21 years. And we have our own website, veterinary.s. If you go visit our veterinary.s, you can see our achievement for the last 20 years. Let me give one or two achievements here. Every year, 10 to 20 students are joining Jiffan Medical College. 150 to 200 students are joining other medical colleges in government quota. And few students are joining IIT. Hundreds of students are joining other engineering colleges. In 2003, the most important achievement of us, R. Srinivasa Raghavan from Patrick School came All India first in JIPMER entrance examination. At that time, NEET common entrance examination was not there. So this is our achievement. All other achievements with the photograph, everything for every year we have given in the home page. Kindly visit and see. Our site is Vetidatas. Now let me give some important features of Vetidatas which is not available in other online coaching. Let me say one by one. The first feature, Vetidatas has 200 video lesson, 200 unit test. 200 unit test. 200 video lessons. Lesson means just like your classroom atmosphere you can see. Board, the teacher, writing, everything you can see. On the classes will be they had handled by professors with the doctorate degree with the 20 to 30 years of experience in coaching IIT medical. Not only that, BSc, MSc, MPhil, PhD students. So very high qualified person and experienced person also. They will explain the concept very clearly and give short route. And another interesting information regarding the video lesson, when we are viewing the video lesson, it is full of notes. Please follow. If you see other online, they will speak, that's all, that nothing will be there. They will speak, nothing will be there. But we are not speaking, not only speaking, we are everything on abstract notes. And professor will underline, point out, extra points will be indicated, writing, everything will be there. So if you are finding it, we are keeping the PhD level. And the standard is PhD level. So you can easily attend advanced IIT exam, you can easily write and pass. Kindly follow. So the important advantage of video lesson is, if you want to take notes, definition, derivation, formula, anything it is new to you, please touch the video. It will stop, you can note, then again touch, it will move. So this way, you can see any number of times you can see the lesson. Coming for test, 200 unit test, 50 tests for each subjects. So each unit have 2 tests. So for example, this is alcohol, phenol and ether. We have 2 tests, test 1, test 2, each one having 45 questions. So totally 90 questions will be there. So all these questions are taken from 20 years of question papers of IIT, AIMS, AFMC, AIPMT, MSET Andhra, Delhi, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry. All question papers are only taken for this framing 200 unit question. So if you write 200 unit question papers, you have an advantage. What we have observed for the last 6 years, in NEET examination, approximately 75 to 80 questions, same questions are repeated. If you want, you can verify our site as well as with the question paper, you can understand this one. 100% true I am giving. So that means minimum 320 marks you will get the Vetidatas will give you. And if you are a good student, sincere student, you will get 300 plus. So automatically 600 to 700 marks you will get out of 720. So you will become all India rank. So you will enter medical college, JIPMER, Vellore or the AIMS, anywhere you like you can join. 100% guarantee you will become a doctor. Kindly follow. The next one. Let me give the another important feature of our test, entrance model test, unit test. So if you are going for the test, kindly follow. If you are going for the test, kindly follow. There is a menu called attempt. There is a menu called attempt. You click the attempt, immediately a window will open. In the window, you can read, this unit contains 45 questions. Each question carries 4 marks. For correct answer, 4 marks awarded. For wrong answer, -1 they subtracted. 45 minutes will be allotted time. Everything will be given. It will ask you, are you ready? If you are ready, take a rough notebook and pen and then click OK. Immediately a window will open. You can see the question number 1, option A, option B, option C, option D. And below this, you have 3 menu. And even below that, there is 1 to 45. Question number will be there in yellow color. Kindly follow. The center is complete. You should not touch this carefully. This is next menu. This is reverse. So next to go for other question, reverse to come back. So after seeing these questions, kindly follow. There is below that again there is the time is running. Time is also running 45 minutes and 44.59, 44.58, like that it will going on, coming less. So you can see directly. So what is the advantage? Another advantage is below there is 1 to 45 question number you can see in yellow color. Say for example, when you are attending a test, you observe that A is the correct answer. So you click now, immediately interesting the change take place. The question number 1, yellow color, change into green color. What is the idea? You have attended the question, you can understand very easily. Suppose after writing 20 questions, if you attended, you can easily see here, 20 will be in green color, 25 will be in the yellow color. The next question will be blue color. Kindly follow. So this is the most important feature. So anytime you can easily see and you can identify. Right. After completing all the 45 questions, click the complete. Immediately you can get marks. Marks will be the software will put mark within few seconds. Immediately you will get now, let us assume now 160 out of 180, because 45 into 4, 180. So you are getting 160 marks. So 20 marks less. So you want to know, verify. How to verify? So that profession is not given in any other online coaching in India. This is only for the feature that is available in Vetri.S. What is there? It is called review. Kindly follow. Review. If you click review, that is next to the mark, there is a menu will be here, review. If you click this, a window will open. A window will open. In the window, you can see question number 1, A, B, C, D, and correct answer also will be there in yellow color. Correct answer. And below that, there is a video solution. Kindly follow. This video solution facility is not available in other online coaching. This is another important feature of Vetri.S. So, for example, you have already clicked A as the correct answer, right? Then you can, when you see the review, your answer will be in blue color, correct answer will be in yellow color. Both answer is same, it is correct. If both answer is not equal, your answer is wrong. So if you want to know, verify, kindly click video. Immediately you can feel classroom like. Professor will stand in front of you with the board speaking and taking class for 10 to 15 minutes. He will take class regarding the question. So he will read questions, he will read options, then he will explain what topic, what subtopic it is asked, what is the definition, what is the formula you have to apply, what is the diagram you have to understand, everything he will explain. So he will explain all. So all the 4 options, ideas he will give. Kindly follow. So it will be useful for you when you go for NEET Common Entrance Examination conducted by Government of India. You will not find difficulty at all, because the same type of question will be asked there. You cannot feel any difference between these two. And the most important video solution, kindly follow. You can take notes also. You can touch as usual and take notes also. So before closing my lecture, I want to give one suggestion or idea for student to get the 600 to 700 marks. So you have to follow 3 steps. Step 1, attend this order: botany, zoology, chemistry and physics. This is the first attempt. Only known question. Please follow. Let us assume there are 200 questions. So you attend approximately 100 questions are known clearly 100%. So you are getting 400 with you now. Out of 400, 320 is coming from witty daughters because same question will be repeated. Kindly follow. Then second step, you go again botany, zoology, chemistry and physics. The difficulty questions, think twice, thrice, and if you feel 80% it is maybe correct, put a tick mark. If it is less than 40%, if you feel, don't tick the mark, don't lose the mark. Don't answer. And third step, you go to the chemistry and physics, problem solving. That you keep only after the last. Coming for the chemistry, 1/3 will be problem, physics 50% will be problem. So apply suitable formula, first read, understand the topic, apply suitable formula, calculate and find out the answer. Your answer is coinciding with the option A, B, C, D. If it is present here, you put a tick mark. If it is not present, again verify your calculation if you have done any mistake or not. If you have not done any mistake and answer is not coming, that means something wrong. Don't click the questions. So this is the way you have to follow. My dear students, another important feature of witty daughters, it is a low cost. Only 10,000 rupees per year we are collecting for 4 subjects. All facility, all lesson you can read, all 200 tests you can write of your own. Kindly follow. This is the most important, please follow. So, how to pay? Pay 10,000 rupees in the name of Santi, Director of Vetri Coaching Center in Indian Bank, account number 712719471, it is in Pondicherry. So, you can pay in any Indian bank or any bank you can pay. IFC code IDIB000P134. Cell number, any query or any idea, if you want to contact me, WhatsApp number also 989417645. So thank you very much. See you again in my next class.